Hey guys, Millie here. We are here in Oakland, California. As you can see, there is a large protest happening right now. We can see a lot of Trump supporters out here, and they are protesting against this stolen election. They want to have election fraud exposed, they want investigations, and they are not going to accept a stolen election. They're not going to accept Joe Biden as their president when we've seen overwhelming amounts of evidence already coming out indicating that there has been a massive amount of fraud. So we're here with some of our friends here, and what is the name of this protest or this organization?
Well, it's a Stop the Steal rally. It's basically to show support for President Trump, let him know we're here for him, and we think the election got stolen, so we want to make our voices well known.
Very cool. So what's going to be going on here today?
We're going to be rallying through a couple of towns, beeping our horns, making some noise, letting everybody know we're still here, we're not going away. That's what it's about.
That sounds perfect. Well, let's go ahead and let's go talk to some of these people out here and see what their thoughts are on election fraud.
This video?
The real numbers.
Hi there. Hi, what brings you guys out today?
Because we're Californians who want to be free, and we want our vote to be considered sacred and to actually determine who our leadership is. We're not taking this. This is not an election. This was a fraud. This was a soft coup, and we're not having it.
Do you feel like this election was stolen?
Not only stolen, it's just a total cheat. From top to bottom. That's great. This party and the other enemies and the left that doesn't respect our American Constitution and our right to individual sovereignty.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
All pictures.
Talk to some more people out here. This is awesome. It's a beautiful day out here in California.
A lot of Chinese.
Okay. Hi there. What brings you guys out today?
Our love for Trump.
Awesome.
Our love for President Trump. And we're going to take the votes back because he won by a landslide.
So, do you guys feel that this election was stolen?
Yeah. 100%.
Yes, that's why I think that's all the commotion. I think people are just getting so pissed off that we're being lied to and the media's not covering it.
The media is all a part of it. The general population turns on their television, so it's all about President Biden trying to shove that down
Every
their
time you
throats.
get on Facebook and you look at something political, it says tap here to see the results. It's like, that's not the fucking results.
What? Okay, so what is something that you have seen, regarding like evidence and whatnot, that has convinced you that this election has had a lot of rigging? Or
I think that is out of Georgia. That person who drove for the USPS, the trailer that had to haul all those votes in the back of his trailer from New York up to Pennsylvania, leave his trailer, then he went back the next day to get it, and his trailer was gone. And he went through so much shit, and he knew there was something going on. I think that's the guy, because he was in prison, and his girls didn't know about it. Coming forward, face was going to ruin his life with his kids, but he still had to come forward, and I think that was my deciding. I knew all along anyway.
And the video yesterday on Newsmax, if you watch Newsmax or One America News, OANN, if you watch those stations, they will show both sides. They will tell you the truth. And yesterday they showed a video of Georgia, and it showed the polling people, our representatives. It showed them kicking everyone out. They said, okay, we're all going to go home. We're going to shut everything down for tonight. We're going to come back tomorrow morning. We're going to start counting again. Well, unfortunately for them, the video going on upstairs above on the second floor. Video watching the whole thing. Everybody freaked out. All people all of a sudden got instructions from their boss to reach underneath the table
ladies. We gotta get away from this music.
YouTube.
Millennial Millie on my YouTube channel. We gotta get away from this music. YouTube's gonna copyright strike us. Oh no.
What's going
Get
on?
away.
Let her
Plus, you
know.
guys can't hear really well.
Let her
when there's
know.
live music.
Tell her.
Hi there. Hi. What brings you guys out here today? Oh, you're standing against the CCP, right?
The Chinese Communist Party is ruled the world. It's not only Chinese. Yeah, they come into America. So we, American people can wake up to understand what the CCP is doing.
After seeing the way that the American election is played out with so much rigging and fraud, is that kind of like how the Chinese has their elections there, the CCP?
And they all know CCP and trying to support fraud.
They support it. Yeah, definitely. So why do you guys support Trump?
Yeah, Trump is for all for human rights things. We're supporting.
For human rights, that's right. Awesome. Thanks so much, ladies. Thank you. Hi there. Hi.
好好，我们等会也去了，我们等会也去了。我们等会也去，我们现在在参加大部分。
Hi there. So, what brings you out here today?
He's the best president I think so in this country. I just love him. As soon as he came down the escalator, I was jumping up and down my chair saying yes, yes, yes. My sons are on my back there. Wall step. I said it right after my husband said it, and I'm like, so Biden and Kamala Harris also agree.
Definitely. So, what do you think about how the election played out? Do you think it was a fair election?
My son,
Definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
We need to stay away from the music.
It's like
'Cause
when you have to choose between the marching band or the... Hey guys. Hey, so what do you guys think about how the election played out?
What do I think about how the election played out? Well, it hasn't quite played itself out completely yet, but seems to be a lot of infighting going on, a lot of ballot stealing, a lot of too many questions to actually be able to say, yeah, this is the president. Whoever it turned out to be. I think they need to redo mixed ballots. One day, one vote. One day, one vote. With an ID. Nothing wrong with any of that. That's pretty much the way it's always been.
Do you feel like there was election fraud?
Yeah. I mean, there's always a little bit, right? Realistically speaking.
Yeah. Was there a defining story or witness testimony that you heard that really
We're all somewhere.
spoke to you?
like, you know.
Made you feel like
She's walking around like
something was wrong with this election?
Hey, we all should know who she is, right?
Yeah, look like.
There's a lot of fake news around this. Are you a newscaster?
Are you
Yes.
Very nice thing today.
Thank you. Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
You're like somebody, right?
Millie. Hi. So what brings you out here? Oh, you got jujitsu there. That's awesome. I thought that's
I do jujitsu too, man.
He has
Yeah, brother.
nice. So
an outrage. It's a coup against our president, and they're stealing it, and they're going to be successful because nothing ever happens to them. They violate our federal laws, and right in front of our faces. What happens? Nothing. What's the point of having laws if we don't enforce them? This is an outrage.
It is.
No evidence? Are you kidding? They have it on video, evidence of what they're doing. You cannot count votes after election day. And they counted votes for up to a week after. They should all be thrown out. This is an outrage. We're living in a South American third world country right now. That's what happened in our country. And we're allowing these assholes, and they are assholes, to take over our country. It's a takeover. That's what it is.
Well, I want to just say I'm here for support. Voted for and support them and show myself.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for speaking out. I mean, what do you think needs to be done about this? I mean, what should the American people do? Because we haven't
We
seen
should
that much
hold
from our government.
every person who's perpetrating this federal crime accountable. That's what should be done. You break the law, what happens? You get arrested. We're supposed to be living in a land of laws and rules, right? You don't have a civil society if you don't enforce your laws.
Does it seem like the laws have been unequally applied? Like some people just seem to get away with everything, right? And then others, they get the book thrown at them for the smallest.
This is the point. This is the point. The people, the Democrats, have created a situation. So now they are in control of most of the areas, and so when they perpetrate a crime, nothing happens because the people in charge that would do something are on their side. So just like the courts, right? There's no fraud here. There's a preponderance of fraud, but if you have liberal judges, they're going to turn a blind eye because they're part of that group, part of the Democrat Party. They're part of the plan to enforce and advance their agenda, which is to turn this country into a socialistic country so they are the only ones who have the power, not the people. That's what they want, and they're getting away with it.
Was there any particular witness testimony or story pertaining to election fraud that really stood out to you?
Well, yeah, the one that they had that one gal that worked. I think it was in a Michigan voting precinct where they were counting votes. They had, I don't know if you heard, a couple of them that spoke out at the legislature in Michigan, to the legislature, about what they witnessed and what they went through. They harassed her. When they found out that she was part of the GOP party, they harassed her and threw her out. Now that's a federal offense. You are not supposed to intimidate any officer that's overseeing the count. That's a federal offense. You cannot throw people out. That's a federal offense. All those people who did that perpetrated a crime against our country, and it's a federal offense. They should all be held accountable and arrested and thrown in federal prison. That's the only thing that's going to stop this. If nothing happens, what else can they do? Anything they want. Then it's over. It's done. We don't have a society where the rule of law works anymore. And that's where we're at right now. Either something's got to be done now, or then it's gone. It's lost.
What do you think President Trump should do?
Well, he's doing just about everything he can do. He's got his legal team. He's playing within the rules, okay, against a group of people who do not play against the rules. It's very difficult to win against somebody who speaks. It's very difficult.
So then I guess this is where the American people come into play, where we need to start getting active and actually doing things and putting pressure on them.
I mean, this is our country. We're supposed to be the ones in charge of the people. We should not allow this to happen to us. We should all rise up and stand up and say enough of this. We're not going to allow this to stand. And then back to your question about what Trump should do, he's doing what he can as far as the best thing he could do is expose the left for who they really are and how dishonest they are, and for the laws and the crimes that they're breaking and committing against our country and our Constitution. He's exposing them. That's the best thing right now that Trump has done since he's been in office. Is exposing them for who they really are and showing the people how dishonest they are, what criminals they are, and how they hate our Constitution, they want to get rid of it, and they want power for themselves. And they cloak all this over a nice, beautiful thing that they say they support the Constitution, and they turn it around, they use it against us.
Yep, it's disgusting. The corruption in this country, it is so immense.
That's
it has infiltrated every facet in the government.
That's the important thing that Trump is doing, is exposing their corruption. And he didn't realize, we all didn't realize just how much corruption there is out there. He thought, I'm going to go and clean the swamp, fix things and all that. Well, he's doing about as good as he can do, but you realize it's way bigger, way bigger. They have their tentacles into everything in our society. And a lot of us are to blame for that because we allowed it over the years to slowly happen. We never held them accountable, and now it's at the point where they're completely into everything. They control everything. They control the media. Look how corrupt the media is. They perpetrate a lie every 10 seconds.
Yes. We're at a very important time right now. We're at a crossroads. It's like either we're going to stand up and do something now, or we're just going to forfeit it all to these authoritarians.
That's exactly it. That's where we're at. In other words, 1776 is being reborn right now. We need all of us true Americans and patriots to stand up and stay in one big loud voice. We're not going to take it anymore.
Amen. Amen. We demand our freedom. We're not going to be hostages. Newsom, you're out. You're going. We oppose you. We're resisting.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
And Millie, just make sure everyone ask people to talk up, to speak louder. You know what I mean? That's all.
What? You're here? Yeah. This is awesome. Okay, so why are you guys out here? What are you guys standing for?
Donald Trump, stop the steal. We all know
exactly.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's
whatever I want.
Everybody's listening to the media.
What was there any particular witness testimony or instance of voter fraud or irregularities that really
waking up in the morning and seeing all those fake votes, knowing that was and then nobody wants to look into it? That's crazy.
Yeah, the flip. Where basically everyone goes to bed, Trump's winning, and then all of a sudden by the morning time there's this miraculous amount of votes that just poured in for only Joe Biden, but 138,000 votes just for Joe Biden, no one else. It's not Joe Jorgensen or any of the other candidates, just Joe Biden. And then we see all these video surveillance with suitcases being pulled out.
Every politician, nothing you see here, just a bunch of corruption.
People going in and out at 4 in the morning with bags and suitcases.
Handing off little.
So this is the reason why Biden never won a campaign, because the Democrats have already been jelly.
Sorry.
Definitely. I mean, so what do we do? What do we do?
Well, we defy orders, first of all. This is California stuff. What do we do? I'm done with writing letters, making phone calls. I say Trump just stays there until they do something about looking into the corruption. Prove it. Prove those votes.
Right there.
If we have to have a revote, I'm down with that.
Oh, definitely.
Right. So, have you guys looked into any of the electronic voting, software issues?
The Dominion?
Yeah, Dominion.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think that we should even be electronically voting at all?
No. This whole thing was planned just so that we could be indoors, so they could do things. They would have a reason to send us these stupid mail-in votes.
What do you think about how they've been using COVID as a weapon?
That's what I'm talking about. It's like
Yeah,
that's
this
right.
whole time.
Right.
It seems like they used COVID to force social distancing so that people could get close enough to actually review the ballots.
I've only known Robin because of this, and they go, we're not social distancing. We're
I've
just
been doing
fine.
this, going to rallies and protests. Take it far. And you guys are under some pretty draconian stay-at-home orders.
We've never opened up. We've never opened all the way up. The only thing that opened up was outdoor.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we've opened up just for salon visits at 25% capacity and indoor eating at 25% capacity. Now that's all shut down as of Monday. So, I have friends that own salons. They're going to lose their business. So I've said defy orders. Forget Gavin. He's just a little Nazi. And he's going to move up right up the ranks, just like Erica Pan did. She was the health director for Alameda County, and then she stepped down, which we all knew was going to be something, and all of a sudden now she's has a bigger position as a health director somewhere else.
I mean, what do you think about how Gavin Newsom signed the orders, but then he's seen at his own parties, all his crazy families. Exactly. And then same with Nancy Pelosi.
We all know that the elites get to do what they want. We all know that there's video proof now, and you just have people just like they don't care. Right over their head. I think it's bullshit, and that's why we're here. And we will defy orders. I'm going to find somewhere to go. I'll go to someone that's open. I'll go to restaurants that are open. I think people just have to defy the orders. It's not going to change the virus if you shut down. Actually, it's what it's doing is making people weak. Kids aren't going to school. Kids aren't going to dance classes. Parents aren't going to work. You're having your children at home. The kids, everyone that I know that has kids school age, their kids are failing, or crying, or sitting around the house, doing nothing.
Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad.
Right.
Definitely. Well, the businesses that decide to open actually
defy him.
They're going to probably do pretty well because people are going
Exactly. Of course.
to go to eat and things like that. So, but then they have to worry about, of course, city fines.
Threatening to shut the water off, those type of things. And I say that.
So then maybe as a community, people need to rally around these businesses that stay open and protest and support them and show their...
Maybe you have to encircle a business and turn the water back on yourself.
Right, because what they're doing is not lawful, it's unconstitutional.
Exactly.
But when people stand, they get arrested. I have known people that have, stood up for other people's rights and spent years in jail. Todd Eagle just got out. He's been in jail for almost 5 years. Joe O'Shaughnessy spent a few years in jail, standing up for other people's rights. So I think if they're willing to do it, we're going to have to be willing to do it too. They can't take us all.
Yeah, that's right. They can't take us all, so let's all stand up together. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
So, get back in front of it and talk really loud, whereas Alameda, California, just do a rehash real quick.
Okay. All right, guys, so we're here in Alameda, California. We are here at a Stop the Steal protest, a protest that essentially is standing against election fraud. People want election integrity. They want to know that their elections are free and fair, and that is not what we have seen this election in 2020. The people are mad, and they're ready to stand up and defy orders. Gavin Newsom has put very strict orders on the people here in California, shutting down businesses, making it so people's livelihoods are ruined, they can't pay their bills, yet many of them are not able to receive support or checks or money from the government. So people are ready to do something. They're ready to rebel. They're ready to stand up. They're not going to take it, and they're not going to accept a fraudulent election. It's not gonna happen. All right, looks like the speeches are starting now, so let's go on. Let's go head over. That was amazing. Great job. Amazing.
Absolutely fantastic, wasn't that? Did you ever think that in America that you'd be listening to the Stars and Stripes and the national anthem by an Asian group? Woo! You know why? Because they're immigrants.
That's
They're
what
falling off
America's about.
They love Donald Trump, and they're emblematic of what this country is founded on by our families that came here, as many as like mine in the 10th century, the Vikings, right? We've been looking for freedom forever in America, and they're still finding it. And we need to assure that they keep their American dream. We cannot fall asleep and say that we're going to let their American dream turn into the American nightmare, okay? We want to build this country, get those jobs back, create more jobs so that we get more immigrants to come here and start taking and doing jobs to become American citizens and patriots with us, to hold us strong so socialism, communism stays away and out of this country forever. Is that right? Donald Trump loves Chinese people. I guarantee you, he does that, okay? My name is Paul Taylor, and I ran for U.S. Senate in 2018 against Dianne Feinstein. Many of you probably voted for me.
She stole the election from you. Right.
Well, I got Dominion. But I want to tell you something, and you know what? I'm proud to be here today to address we the people. Because you know what? They're the government, they're the servants, right? Yeah. Let's put them back into the servitude they're supposed to be doing, and let's take our places back. That's what Donald Trump's doing. Okay? That's right. He can't do it by himself, and he's got his sleeves rolled up. Okay? You know why? Because he's for the worker. He understands that. He comes from the construction industry. Yeah, he made a lot of money. I made a lot of money too. But that doesn't destroy our patriotism. Okay? For some people it does because they trade their patriotism for money. He's given his money for his patriotism for you and all. So I'm proud of this man. But I want to tell you that all of you are gathered here for a particular reason. And I know the reason why is because we're being challenged. But I want to tell you that by looking out in this crowd of the government, and you're the government, remember that you're the government. I'm the government. But if you vote for me in 2022 against Kamala Harris, I turn into your servant, okay? I will be working for you to change California to total red, so 2024, the state votes for the next president that succeeds Donald Trump, okay? We don't know who that person is yet, but we want to do that. And these people and the immigrants in America are important for that, for us to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to get them involved. So we're very proud to do that. So I'm glad you're here. The one thing I can tell you is that never again will we allow anybody to take dominion over us, okay? Got it? Dominion? It's not going to happen in America again. We're going to wake up. And let's go to our churches and let's wake up the pastors, the preachers rather, or the game show hosts rather. And tell them, stand up and protect your people and teach them about civic engagement. Teach them about the Constitution. Teach them about the Founding Fathers. Teach them about the things that protect their ability to freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and freedom to bitch about it if you don't get those things, okay? That's all it takes. So anyway, so we thank you so much. By the way, if any of you don't have the directions, come up here and you can get them from us. We'll give them to you. And so, you know, I just want to thank you. I am going to run against Kamala Harris because you know why? She's not going to be your vice president. I'm Paul Taylor. My name is Paul Taylor.
What are you running for?
I'm running for U.S. Senate against I did Dianne Feinstein in 2018. I'm running against Kamala Harris in 2022.
What's your name again?
Paul Taylor is my name.
Okay, Paul, I'm hard thinking. I need
to have good. All right, thank you. I hope you got that too, Paul Taylor. Don't forget it, all right? And I'm a Bay Area guy. I grew up in Oakland, Oaktown, okay? I lived out here in Livermore. I have 4 small business. I create over 300,000 jobs in America with companies I established right here in the Bay Area. I want to bring the jobs back and everything. And Home Depot says made in America. Okay? Yeah. All right. So now it's my pleasure to introduce you a friend of mine who's come down from the mountains. He's running for governor. His name is Diego Martinez. Here's Diego. Thank you.
Washington, how you guys doing today? My name is Diego Martinez and I am a candidate for governor of California. It is time that we go and sign the recall, get the one-man ban out of the show. Tonight, for all of you guys who are patriots, come on out to Sacramento, to the Capitol. We're having a curfew rally. Starts at 7 to 11 in front of the Capitol. So if you guys are out there by Sacramento tonight, come on out and join the rest of us out there. The reason I'm running is because I'm a small business owner. I own a dough boss company. I'm a bounty hunter. I work for the police really close, and we were just extinct, just about. That's like the rest of any business owner that's out here in California right now. Our jobs, our livelihoods are in jeopardy. I've been working with the mayor at Atwater. His name is Paul. And you guys can go to atwater.org. And what he did is called it a sanctuary city for businesses. What does that mean? Not for illegal aliens, not for illegal drugs, but for our businesses to be open so we can make money. Paul and myself are leading the charge, and we're going to every city hall, every town hall meeting with the county council. We're supporting each and every single one of you. So I would like to invite you guys to join the cause for sanctuary cities for businesses only, not for illegal activity. That's why I'm running, because it's time to take California back for the people.
You're the rule of law governor.
What's that?
The rule of law governor.
Well, the rule is the people, and we need to take that back to government. The people of California need to stand up and speak first. Donald Trump said it. What did he say? America first? My slogan is California first. Let's deregulate California. Can we get some jobs in California? Can we get some manufacturing back in California because we deregulated what we got going on? Because that's what we need. Better paying jobs, better industry here, and we all need to come together. Doesn't matter what party line you're with. And I know that's hard to say because everybody says, oh my God, they weren't with us 4 years ago, right? Right. Guess what happened? They're all shut down just like we are. We are all in the same boat. It is time that we unite our neighbors and stop talking about politics and start talking about real solutions for the problems that we have. And that's what my administration is about. Solutions for the root problems. Look me up, Diego Martinez for Governor on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Follow me, like me, look at all my policies, ask questions. Please, we welcome them. Once again, my name is Diego Martinez. I am a candidate for Governor of California. Thank you.
I just wanted to say a couple words before we introduce Millie. My name is Scott Bennett. I'm a former Army officer. And we had one of the most incredible weeks last week that I feel compelled to share with you. This is something no one really knows, but I'm going to tell you so I put some fire in your bullets and some of your passion. All of this election that you've been seeing of the algorithms and the Dominion, it is a massive fraud. The military has stepped in. We have special forces, SEALs, PSYOP guys on the ground, helping the president, working with General Flynn, working with all the people that matter to expose this. This is a treason on the highest levels. I know when I was in the Army, I was tracking Union Bank of Switzerland, who was financing bad guys through the Clinton Foundation, through the Clinton State Department, through Eric Holder, Attorney General, not Attorney General, he was Attorney General, Lanny Brewer, Assistant. They were doing terrorist financing through UBS. UBS has also bought Dominion and worked for the Chinese Communist Party. UBS, Dominion, Phoenix have dominated the American voting technology. President Trump knows this. This is not about counting and recounting. This is about declaring a national insurrection, a domestic enemy, and a foreign enemy. The president knows it. Be prepared. You are his foot soldiers. You are the ones that he looks at. You are his wind in his sails. Not these little Chinese journalists on ABC News or Snuffleupagus or some of these turncoats on Fox. You are his wind in his sails. So I just want to tell you, I was back in D.C. last week. I was with some people I won't talk about, but everybody who means something knows. Things are going to get pretty hot in the next couple weeks. Be prepared. Don't be afraid of the little Antifa dogs that are like old chihuahuas walking on the little wheel carts. We know what they stand for. But I just wanted to encourage you, the president knows you're out here. This is the most important state in the union. How this goes, the whole country goes.
So all of you blue-collar workers, AFL-CIO, all the union guys, the electricians, the plumbers, you are being seen. You are going to be the key to turning California. One of the great people that set up our trip, that has got connections to the highest levels of the land, is Millie Weaver. You've probably seen her on Millennial Millie. She is doing phenomenal work. She's closely tied into all the big lawyers up there, and she can tell you the stories and the confidence that will inspire you. So I'm going to hand it over to Millie Weaver. Please welcome her with a warm word of applause.
Awesome. Thank you guys for all coming out here today. You guys are inspirational. Thank you for standing up for the president and most importantly, standing up for free and fair elections. That is what is the most important thing right now that we can do is fight back against this rigged, stolen elections. We need to stand up. We need to be silent no more. We need to let them know we will not accept this fraudulent election and this fraudulent President-elect Joe Biden.
It's an outrage! It's an outrage!
He's not our president. Now, all of a sudden, the Democrats say, oh, we want unity. We want to come together. Well, they didn't come together underneath President Trump, and I don't think we should either. We need to protest right now. We need to be loud. I have been in Washington, D.C. with whistleblowers over the last month, and what I will tell you is that the evidence is stunning. Not all of it has been released yet. It all hasn't come out. But I'm sure with what you've seen so far on the mainstream media, or I guess on TV, on social media, you've seen enough to know that this is fraud. This is systemic, and this is something that we cannot allow to continue. Because if we do, our country is at stake. We have to stop this. So I just want to say, it's people like you. People like you are the ones who even created this country. Those who saw tyrants, those who saw authoritarians, and those who decided to rebel. So thank you and give yourselves a round of applause for that. USA! 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 And I'm here to say, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our free and fair elections.
Right now!
We're drawing the line. That's right.
Right now! Right now!
Drawing the line. We are
No
mad
more.
and we have every right to be mad. That's right. This is our president.
This is
Our
our
president
country!
got over 75 million votes. And we're supposed to believe Joe Biden, who couldn't even fill a 250 occupancy building in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're supposed to believe he got almost 80 million votes. We're not buying it.
No!
We're supposed to believe Joe Biden got more votes than Obama did.
Hell no! Rip off!
It's a scam. And everyone who's here, you are the smart people. You are the people that see through the lies that the mainstream media spread. So thank you for being smart people that love this country.
Trump
2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Thank you guys. Thank you. So I just want to let you know that Trump's team of lawyers, they've been working their butts off in Washington, D.C. We are fighting back. We are making sure that these witnesses are getting their affidavits filled out, their testimonies. We're making sure that we can have an impact in the court system. But President Trump needs you guys. He needs you guys to show support. He needs you guys out there rallying. And here's the other thing. Your fellow countrymen need you. It's not just about President Trump. President Trump is here for you. He's doing this for America. He put aside his billionaire lifestyle to come out and be attacked by the mainstream media, to have his name and his family's name drugged through the mud for America. And I hope that you guys can also make that sacrifice. Put your lives on the line. Put your livelihoods on the line. Do what it takes to fight for this country, because once our freedoms are gone, they're gone. And you guys are now getting taste of that with Gavin Newsom and his draconian orders.
Down with dictators! Down with dictators! Down with
So in a minute here, I'm going to invite any of you guys who want to come up and tell stories about how Gavin Newsom's bogus orders have affected your family, or if you have any stories regarding election fraud, come line up over here. We'll let you come up here and talk. But I just want to say, we are not going to accept Gavin Newsom's bogus shutdown orders and stay-at-home orders when he sits there with his friends and has his own personal dinner parties. Give me a break.
You're a hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
That's right.
Nancy Pelosi tells you you can't get your hair done, but she goes and gets her hair done.
Without a mask.
Yeah, without a mask.
The car's a deep state, that's why.
Yes. They all say rules for you and no rules for us. And we're going to say no to that, right?
That's right.
Okay, enough. We say we're going to support businesses that rebel and that stay open, right?
Yes.
We're going to rally together around those businesses that stay open if they're met with an authoritarian government, aren't we?
Yes.
Woo! That's right. We are going to open up. We're not going to allow this authoritarian takeover to continue because that is not what America's about. That is unconstitutional. So thank you guys for being those who are willing to put yourselves on the line, to stand up for freedom and what is right. If we all stand up together, they can't stop us.
Resist.
That's right. Resist. They are afraid of you. You are the masses. They know it, and they want to keep people dumbed down. That's why they have the fake news mainstream media trying to disenfranchise you, trying to demoralize you and make you believe that the results of this stolen goods election, and you're not going to believe it, because it's complete lies, and we've seen it. They've exposed themselves. We are not going to trust the fake news. And for those of you guys who don't know me, I am a journalist. I'm a real journalist. I don't work for some fake news media outlets.
Get the truth out.
We are the future. Independent journalists are the future of American media. We are out there doing it on our own, and we are supported by you people. We don't take money from big pharma. We don't take money from these big corporate billionaires, these big donors.
Right.
We are supported by you, the American people, and that is who we value and who we work for. So I work for you. If you guys have stories that need to get out, come and talk to me. Because I will do my job and my due diligence to get your stories out there.
All right.
If you guys want to find me, you can find me at Millennial Millie on YouTube, or you can find me at millennialmillie.com or Millie Weaver on Twitter. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing some of the stories from other people out there today. Thank you.
Thank you, Millie. We're going to be rolling out here pretty soon, so just do it in an orderly manner coming out here, and we'll see you all at the park down in Livermore. God bless you. Father in heaven, bless this rollout. Bless these people. Bless our President Trump. Bless our nation. Bless Millie and her husband. All of the people that have come here. Send your angels charge over us and keep us in all our ways. Keep us safe. And let us be the voice of freedom in this country. And let the president be inspired by the blood and the roar of this crowd. Amen.
Hey!
Tell them what you feel. I remember. Did you talk to Millennial Millie? No, they come up to me and they asked me that. I thought, I agree.
You get the flyers for traffic? Oh yeah! Hey, there you are.
I was over here looking for you 20 years.
I bought Shadow Games.
You have stuff on the
Hey,
Hey there, how are you? Good, good,
You getting us some great pictures like
Of course,
usual?
of course.
You're bad.
You want to get.
Okay.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Okay, thank you.
Phenomenal speech.
Hi, thank you.
What is your Twitter again?
Millie Weaver.
Yeah.
So
You want to say something?
Hi, I love Millie Weaver.
I'm Lindsay Gressel.
And I want pizza and telly.
Awesome. My dad was Larry Gressel, the one who infiltrated the Weather Underground. That's my father. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know you were going to be here. So nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, we've got
He has my contact information.
All right, everybody, if you don't have the
I
directions
don't know
to
if
the
you've
route
seen
of
the
where we're
Sunrise
going,
Exposed stuff.
come on over to the
Yes,
right hand
I
side over
have.
here.
They just
And
got
these
me really
young
good.
ladies have the directions. We ask everybody to please be safe out there. Talking about what's going on.
I'm not going to let it
And try to link up with the group.
Yeah. But thank you for everything. You're welcome.
Directions are right on over there. Come on and grab them.
Hey, Millie, we're running out of power, so why don't you sign off?
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Millie. Thank
Toodles.
you for coming. My name's Shelly. Nice to meet you, Shelly. The wind was the Ellen Stones. That's how we excuse me. Okay. Awesome. So
Watched it for years. I appreciate it.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Maybe watch the Millennial Millie.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, thank you guys. Well, thanks for coming out. Yeah.
God bless you.
It's crazy. They don't want certain information getting out. There's certain stuff that no one wants to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it out there. It's good. Yeah.
You're strong and courageous.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome for coming out and showing up for the president and for everyone else for this country. Yes, yes. That's right.
That's what you're doing.
You're welcome.
You got to take this state back. There's too many communists in this country.
Oh yeah.
You got to get rid of them.
Yeah, they've infiltrated a lot of the high positions.
All right. We have a rally.
No, sign out, so I can.
Hey Millie, can I get we are running on a low battery here, but we're gonna charge it up and we're gonna give you guys more footage. It looks like the rally's about to start. The trucks are moving out. So this is Millie Weaver. You guys can support me by going to millennialmillie.com. We have shirts, t-shirts, hats, stickers, signed autograph posters. Your purchases help support my work so I can continue to cover the news and give you real, honest journalism. Thank you so much. This is Millie Weaver signing off.
Can I get a selfie?
Yes.
This is funny.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, I need to.